I'm Governor Larry Hogan. Our state is taking unprecedented and aggressive actions in the fight to stop the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic here in Maryland. As you know, I recently issued a stay-at-home directive to ensure that no Marylander leaves his or her home unless it is for an essential job or for an essential purpose. I know how difficult this is on each and every one of you. There's a great deal of fear and anxiety, and the truth is that none of us really know how bad this is going to get or how long it's going to last. But I can promise you that there are a great many dedicated people doing tremendous things, working around the clock, and doing their very best to help keep Marylanders safe. In the days to come, we're going to need to depend on each other, to look out for one another, and to take care of each other, because we are all in this together, and we will get through this together.
This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, May 27th, 2020. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Boy, if you want to see nothing more than a S show, check out last night's Annapolis City Council meeting. You can go on to Facebook and check it out. It was hysterical. The mayor lost all control of the meeting. Despite plenty of public opposition and some opposition from some aldermen, they are arguing back and forth about a proposed tax increase for the residents of the city of Annapolis. It's about 3.5%. It's been advertised in the Capitol for a couple of weeks. And the council is saying, well, it's not really a tax increase because we're not raising the rate. Well, that's sort of a technicality. What's happened is the assessments have gone up, so actually people will be paying more in taxes even though they didn't raise the rate. They were arguing back and forth on that. They ended up postponing part of that. Then they got into a long, drawn-out debate about new hires for the mayor's office. And at that time, they didn't even get into any of the meat of the budget, which must be passed by the end of next month. It's kind of a long video, but if you want to watch it, go check it out on the City of Annapolis Facebook page sometime between now and when they are all looking to get reelected. Hey, if you are a senior at Arundel County Public Schools, listen up. This is for you. They have now changed the graduation thing a little bit. They are having digital commencement celebrations that will begin at each high school beginning this Friday. What they're going to do is have a drive-up diploma distribution. Students will arrive at the school sometime after their digital commencement celebration in cap and gown with a small group of immediate family members, and they are very specific on that. It is no more than 2 cars, it is no more than 4 people, and it is immediate family. You will have a scheduled time. You drive up. The student will get out. The parents and family members are allowed to get out of their car to take pictures. The student will walk across a stage, pick up his diploma. They will get back in their cars and leave. They will have a photographer there to capture the moment. Students are allowed to remove their masks while they are getting their diploma and for the photograph, but they must put it on right away. And all school staff and anybody getting out of the vehicle must wear a mask. So if you are graduating this year, congratulations on the graduation, but look for more information coming from your school on that. Well, while the county health officer says that late July gatherings are not happening, maybe early October ones will. This is from the Annapolis Boat Shows, and they are planning to go ahead. The Annapolis Powerboat Show comes into town October 1st through 4th, and the Sailboat Show is going the following weekend, October 8th through 12th. And according to Paul Jacobs, who's the president of the Annapolis Boat Shows, this year, visitors are going to have to purchase day-specific tickets in advance at the general admission price of $20. Once a day's ticket allotment is sold out, it is sold out. You're going to have to select another day to go. You can get tickets right now in advance at AnnapolisBoatShows.com. They are $20 per person, $10 for children 12 and under. And again, the tickets are valid for one day only and only for that specific day. Fingers crossed that we're out of this muck by the time October rolls around. Last night, Dinner Under the Stars announced that they would not be starting their annual Dinner Under the Stars later on tonight. They are waiting on the governor and the county executive's decision to allow them to reopen. And they said that their goal is to restart the event as soon as it's allowed. And you want to make sure you follow Dinner Under the Stars on Facebook to keep up to date on that, because that's always a fun thing to do in the summer. Go out and eat in the middle of West Street. Hey, great story from the Annapolis Musicians Fund for Musicians, or AMFM. They awarded their Tim King Music Performance Scholarship for $5,000 to Broadneck High School senior Annalee Flieger. And Flagger is going to enroll as a freshman at Baldwin Wallace University's Conservatory of Music in Berea, Ohio, and she's going to be studying vocal performance. According to Matt McConville, who's the president of AM/FM, he said Tim King was a beloved and gifted musician, entertainer, and guitar teacher in the community. In this third year of the scholarship program, we're especially proud to honor his legacy by providing something positive to an aspiring young musician during these difficult times. Now, Flagger is an accomplished classical vocalist. She was a student of the Performing and Visual Arts program. She performed with Maryland's All-State and All-County choruses, the All-Children's Chorus of Annapolis, and the PVA Chorus, as well as in musicals and operas. And if singing wasn't enough, she also has been studying piano for over a decade. Congratulations to Anna Lee Flagger. And if you want more information on AM/FM, go to am-fm.org. That's am-fm.org. And as we wrap it up today, a little bit later on today, you can learn if you have unclaimed property just waiting for you from the Maryland State Comptroller. He is going to publish his 180-page unclaimed property list a little bit later on today. And as he does every year, he is going to be parroting some pop culture theme to draw attention to the initiative. This year, Comptroller Franchot is going to be the Matchular, sort of a takeoff on The Bachelor, and it's going to match you up with funds that you didn't know that you were entitled to. This year's list includes more than 80,000 accounts worth more than $63.9 million. In total, the Comptroller's office has more than 1.35 million accounts with a value of more than $1.65 billion in unclaimed personal and business property. Unclaimed property accounts typically include personal property as well as cash amounts from banks, insurance companies, annuities, and financial institutions. When they couldn't get a hold of the property owner, they do revert it back to the state, and the state is charged with either holding onto it or finding the owner, and that's what we're doing here. If you want to find out if you've got something to collect, go to marylandtaxes.com, and in the lower left corner there is an unclaimed property button. You can click on that and you can search it there. And if you do find something there that you think you can claim, you want to send an email to, and this is kind of a complicated one, unclaim@comp.state.md.us, and they'll be able to tell you exactly how to reclaim that lost property. And if you do find something, remember where you heard it from. I work for a very small 10% finder's fee. All right, that does wrap it up for today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day because we're going to be updating these stories and more throughout the day. If you're someplace where you can leave a rating or a review, please do that. And let your friends, family, and colleagues know how to get a podcast, how to download a podcast, and how to subscribe to this one. Other than that, hang tight. We've got George Young with your local DMV weather forecast coming up in just 1 minute. But first, Rick Peters from Solar Energy Services.
Hello, Marylanders. This is Rick Peters from Solar Energy Services in Millersville, Maryland, wishing you good health and a rapid return to prosperity. Uncertainty is one of the hardest parts of our current situation. As we move towards our new normal, you may want to consider adding more certainty to your financial future by locking in the low cost of clean solar energy. The economics of solar are tremendous, and there's no better source than the trusted team at Solar Energy Services. Residential solar projects typically earn the homeowner 8 to 12% annually over the life of the system, with even better returns for commercial systems. If you have some downtime now, take advantage of our powerful remote design capabilities, allowing one of our experienced solar designers to provide a presentation, followed by a detailed, accurate proposal, all from a safe distance. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. Sunshine's a wasted, but together we'll get through this.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, May 27th. Yesterday brought a second consecutive day of very nice conditions to the Annapolis region with plenty of sunshine and comfortable temps in the upper 70s to even 80 plus for some spots on the map. And while today through Saturday will bring more temps in the upper 70s to even mid-80s across all of Arundel County, it will also bring a threat of showers and storms starting in the very late PM or overnight hours tonight, lasting into Saturday before a very sunny but cooler Sunday with highs in the 70 to 75 degree range. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DCMD VA Weather in the Apple or Google App Store. And also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and use our website at dmdweather.com. so you can always stay weather informed.
This is Wes Adams, candidate for Circuit Court Judge. As your former state's attorney, I built a reputation for being fair for our community, tough on violent crime, and compassionate to those in need. I work to set up specialized court proceedings designed to support recovery and to get our vets out of the criminal justice system. I partnered with our schools to help protect students and break the school-to-prison pipeline. I will bring these same values as judge to the Circuit Court. I respectfully ask that you vote for me, Wes Adams, on June 2nd.
Paid for by the Friends of Wes Adams. John Spencer, Treasurer.
Whether it's a fire, a hurricane, or a virus, Annapolis comes together. We've done it time and time again, because this is a town that gets it, a town that knows how to lift each other up when the world falls down. As we face this new challenge, I encourage our community to come together as we've always done. I'm Steve Samaras from Zachary's Jewelers. I pledge to lend a hand to support my family, my team, my neighbors, and the small businesses in our town. Together, let's do what we've always done.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.